Okay, this is so simple. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna do it in high res, so you know nobody can act like they didn't see anything. But yeah, I like that. Oh God, I like that example you dropped. That was quite impressive. All right, let's do this, shall we? Like stalk my profile a little harder. Why don't you just download my profile picture and draw on it? Gosh, man, you got to be like 12 years old. You got to be like 10 to do something like that. Well, look at what we're looking at here, shall we? I got it nice and ready for you. I'd say that's on the day side of Earth. Look, they even provided a hotspot on Earth. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. How does that work? Huh? How does that work? Oh, dear God. Huh? See, you can draw anything you want. And you can screenshot just any random picture. But I just brought you scale to motion, scale to essentially scale to distance. Yeah, scale to distance. But you, of course, not scale to size because they gotta make it cartoony. But this would be scale to distance, relative distance. You got exactly what they claim. What they claim the distances are in relation to each other. Okay, and that's exactly what they claim. Okay, because this is a 1-to-1 ratio. Okay, this isn't just some pixelated random Google image or whatever you did and then cropped it out. Like literally, man, you're not doing anything, man. I had this like ready to go, like the whole app. I use it regularly. Like I'm not confused because I've been doing this and you haven't. So it's super comical. Okay, look, and so the reason this is so detrimental, this app, is because it provides, you can go to any date. So we can go anywhere in the past or future to find any relative direction. Why aren't you doing that for me? I'm trying to get us back down to the plane, to the ecliptic. Apparently you got to do it with one finger. Okay. So what we can do is we can talk. I'm not gonna be all like small-minded like you. We can take a look around. We can go to other dates, so that we can get the orbital patterns in other ways, so that we can look in other perspectives from other angles, right? I'd say that's a pretty good lineup, and I'd say that's exactly on the day side. Boopity boo. Okay, so I paused it in time. Now let's look at it from a different perspective. Shall we? You guys suck. It's like that Sarah Sanders parody. Like it's just like, oh, easy, you suck. Oh, that's hilarious, man. That's a hilarious parody. It's simple. You suck. You're weird. Series. Give me a break. Where's Series anyway? Never seen it. Never seen any of these rocks either. All right. That's a pretty good deal right there. Line up. There you go. All right. Let's go and look at that day side real quick. Ooh, she's daytime, ain't she? Mother Earth is daytime. It ain't even sunset. It ain't no hour after, 2 hours after. By the way, we can see Venus like at 4 in the morning. I mean, just do your homework. It's literally documented over and over and over. We can see Venus at way late. But here's the problem. Here is the issue here. See now, before we go to a different angle, like a different point in time, so that we can show you a different perspective. Let's see since this is relative distance, since this is scale to distance. Gosh, I didn't know that the orbital frequencies were that off center for some of these, especially Mars. I think they have to do some stuff like that actually to try and compensate for what you're looking at. But it's weird because there's no relative distance. Like basically it's dependent when you get these elliptical patterns. If you were at the North Pole observing different distance or different dates, they'd still be the same exact size at all times. So my point is, let me show you before we move on and show you a different angle of this. We can watch this. We can go to any date and time in history. We can go years if we want, but now we got to get back to where we don't need to be anywhere actually because it doesn't matter. Oh, and then this obviously is where you. Oh gosh, I wish I could go to the moon chatter right now. Maybe we should just use this to see. Now watch the moon, how slow it Now look at the direction that moon is moving, very ever so slowly. Okay. Let's go forward. Now look at the 27 times faster of the rotation moving west to east, which causes the moon and everything in the sky to move east to west. Now look at the shadow. You can actually see, it almost looks like a shadow, but it's just a little bit of a dark crescent. Here, I'll back it up for you. If the shadow was cast on the surface right now, the only thing that makes that shadow move the scale that we can see, right? Watch, I'll show you. If there was a shadow on that surface, we can do it with a real globe and a flashlight if you want. Look at this. It's moving. That surface is moving 27 times faster west to east, which means the planet, as well as the shadow, is left in the dust, moving east to west. It's pretty simple. The shadow does not go the opposite direction, and that's why you won't even dare go get a cartoon that tries to manipulate that, because you'll ruin your credibility, which you've already done anyway. But you won't even dare go get an example like I just did. No way, dude. I just smoked you on that. Now we can move on to what I was going to do before we actually move on to different angles, because I just showed you the sun side. Okay, we're not going to see Venus and Jupiter or anything on the night side, because they're on the opposite sides of Earth in this model. So let's do this. All right, where did I wish I would have kept track of the date, but let's get back to the Earth. Let's just do this. Make sure we're kind of on Earth perspective. Let's get our line up again. Where's Jupiter? Oh yeah, we gotta go back. We gotta scoot back here. Jupiter. Okay, let's get Earth back over here. Okay, woo! That's where we started out, where I just smoked you. And then let's go. Okay, so what I want to make a point of. Okay, there's what's called relative distance compared to location. I mean, in relation to location. So what I'm saying is, just watch. This is how we get our oldest, most ancient symbols, like the pentagrams. and all the sacred geometry that's used, those are from pagan astrology and astronomy, and keeping track of these geocentric orbital frequencies, and from any other perspective. Because just like Copernicus and Tycho Brahe, they did the same exact orbital frequencies, just from opposite perspectives. Same exact orbital frequencies, though. So what I'm getting at here, is no matter where Venus is in relation to Earth. See how close it is right there? Right there? Now look how much farther away it is when you think it's when you think the lineup is supposed to be okay on the day side, when you're trying to manipulate it. And by the way, you didn't do anything except show me a worthless 2D fuzzy little couple balls with no validation to whether it was demonstrated to any scale. But this app is a 1-to-1 replica, so I'm justified in all of this. So let's go back to that. Look how close Venus gets at its closest. The bank. Okay, this is exactly why we have pentagrams. Okay, so and all the other symbols. Now look at the distance of that. Now the reason I just demonstrated those differences is because in true reality, when you grab your telescope, it doesn't matter where Venus is, or Jupiter, or any planet. When you compare its farthest point to its closest point, they are the exact same relative size in your microscope, or in your telescope. That's bad. That's super, super bad. So anyway, I had to rub that in. We can move on to what I was going to show you and try to see if we can get a different angle. And you can let me know when Jupiter and Venus both end up on the night side. Shall we? I'm open. I'm always open. I'm open-minded. So let's just crawl around. Let me know. Oop, what's that? Oh, they're a little bit on the other side of the sun. Okay. All right. Well, let's just keep going then. Let's just keep. We're 2021. Okay, here we go. What do we got here? We got Venus on the sun side, Jupiter on the night side. What is that all about? What is that all about? It's on the sun side, though. Venus is toward the sun, though. It's still toward the sun, though. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? Oh. Whoa. What do we got? Sun side. So even at 90 degrees, even when Venus... Okay, check this out. Look, this is what makes it worse for you. This is what really kills it for you. Might as well just give up, dude. Even when Venus and Jupiter are at a 90-degree relative perspective, relative angle. So you got, if you drew a line, what I mean is, if you drew a line from Venus to the Sun, and then from the Sun to the Jupiter, from Sun to Jupiter, that's a 90-degree angle, right? Even so, okay, so that's going to be at its I think that's going to be your best, closest chance for anything. And then because you got Jupiter on the night side, but Venus is just not kicking it and on the night side. Not to mention, it would have to be in between Jupiter and Earth for this to occur. It would have to be. So we can just keep going, I guess. Okay? Let me know when they're both on the night side. And then lined up. Right? Lined up on the night side. I'm not saying both. just both. You can twist your own personal perspective and tell yourself whatever you want, like, oh, that's on the night side. Well, no, silly. You got Venus on the day side still, Jupiter on the night side. Right, even here, they're not lined up. They're not lined up. And let's get closer so we can. Here, let's stop it so we don't manipulate the movement and, you know, have you cry about it. So where's the terminator line? Okay, so it looks like Venus would be, according to the globe model, the Venus would be still on the day side, about to set at night. And then Jupiter would be just on the night side, but they're not lined up. So the only way to get it, now watch, the only way to get it to go close, to get closer, okay, which way are we going? The only way to get it looking even closer, come on, let's go this way. Alright, so right now Venus is just working its way more toward the day side, and Jupiter is working more toward the day side. So that sucks for you. So the more we try to get Jupiter and Venus lined up on the night side, the more what? Venus stays on the day side. You don't get it. You don't get it. Hold on, let's go back to that. Alright, you're not getting it. Now look at the angles to this. Okay? We're talking about 90 freaking degrees right here. From now Earth's perspective. So what we're looking for is a line up, while with both of them right next to each other. I mean, super right next to each other, with the sun behind Earth. That's what we're looking for. Or even just off to the side. No, it doesn't work. Okay, look. The sun's not off to the side when you line them up. Hold on. Look. For the sake of... Look. When you try your hardest, look at where you're looking at Venus. Right at the sun. Okay? You done screwed up, buddy. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know how you're doing it. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Go the other way. Gosh, let's just, here, let's finish this. And then we'll go to another point in time. Because I'm just going to just destroy it. Day side. Day side. Day side. I wish we had a better terminator line, but obviously that's day side. I'm looking practically at the sun, and it's just right there. Let's see here. And then Jupiter. Pretty much sunset. Or, pretty much the terminator line, so who knows. But here's even a bigger problem. Like, way, way bigger problem. Let's scoot up as close as we can to Earth. Because remember, the observer, according to the Globetard, according to the the globe defenders, right? If the observer, okay, according to everybody, that everybody agrees on one thing, that both sides agree on only one thing, and that is that the observer will always see a flat perspective, a plane perspective. Now, sorry, that doesn't work on a globe, because eventually you would be able to observe the scale of convexity to the surface. At a certain, you know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna, you can go pretty high and you're gonna see it, especially if you go 100,000 feet up in the air, because if you can see, let's just call it 100 miles out, which you can see 5 times that. probably. No, Blackhead. See, 500 miles out. But let's say if you're looking at 100 miles out from anywhere, that 100 miles dictates. Let me think if I can remember the Pythagorean theorem. What would that be? Is that a mile of curvature? Is it 5,000 feet of curvature? I think that's 5,000. I mean, 1,000 feet of curvature. 5,000 feet of curvature for 100 miles. Or is it 1,000? Let me think. You can go look it up. Let's go look up. No, we can do that later. But let's. MIT. There we go. That's the one. Okay, let's just say this is the target hidden height. So you're gonna hidden height is how much the horizon would hide your target. So let's say for example, I'll have to just explain it to you. Let's go eye height. Let's say you're at ground level, eye height in feet. Let's go 6 feet. And you're sitting on a beach, and your target distance is 100 miles out. Okay? Calculate, baby. Wow, even more. That's like 1 1/4 miles. Okay? That means if you were looking at that's just at 100 freaking miles. Let's say you wanted to see a mountain 5,000 feet high, right? A mile high mountain, it would be completely over the curve, right? Let's say you were looking at a mountain 2 miles high, 10,000 feet, okay? 2/3 of it would be obstructed by the horizon. 2/3 of that entire thing. So get this. What if you were, I'm going to make a point because I have a reference that I'm going to go to for you. Because now there's always a scale. So let's say we go up to 200-foot elevation. Let's call it a state park in Hawaii. It's on Oahu. And it's a 200-foot elevated state park. And it's on Kauai, I'm sorry. And Oahu is 100 miles out, okay? The top of Oahu is the top of the very peak would be 100 miles out from the state park. The beach, the actual beach, the shoreline would probably be like 80, 85, 90, I'm sure. Like at least 85, right? So let's see what it says. Wow, 4,500 feet would be obstructed by the horizon. And guess what? From that state park, look, it says your horizon is 17 miles out. Dude, you can see like 150 miles away. You can see the horizon beyond Oahu. And we'll go show you that. So 4,500 feet. And do you realize the elevation of Oahu? Let's go find out. The elevation of Oahu. and then we're just going to go back and recap. Um, 4,000 feet elevation. By the way, let me show you where Oahu is compared to Kauai. So 4,500 feet. Look at this. Right. Honolulu, Oahu, Kauai. Okay. Should we get it into 3D and see if we can see it in Google Earth? Gosh, I want to. So, okay, so what was it again? 4,000 feet. And then this should be at 200-foot elevation. Oh my goodness, look at that. 4,500 feet should be obstructed by your horizon. Imagine that. Now, that means you shouldn't, it's 500 feet below and over the horizon. Absolutely, you could not see this. Out on the globe, you cannot see this. You cannot see Oahu from the state park in Kauai at 200 feet elevation, right? Because this is an MIT calculator. It is the Pythagorean theorem, and I will download it again to show you in the way they wrote it out. There it is. Boom. That's exactly the code. That's the exact formula. Download link. Do that again. So we got an invisible Oahu. We can't see it. We can't see it on the globe. I want to go see this thing on Google Earth, though, dude. Can we do Earth real quick? Just before we go, go take a look at the picture of real life. Can we see what Earth has to say about it? I want to. I'm interested. I've never done it, I don't think. Look at that curve. Look at that. It's so real it looks fake. So we got balloon. Alright, where are we at? Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of balloon data in here. I don't even know how to get it out. Okay, Oahu. What's up, Baba? Ooh, I'm getting hungry. Ooh, I'm getting hungry, Baba. Ooh, I'm starving, Baba. Okay, let's see what we're supposed to see according to friggin' oh, we got to get to that. Don't we got to get to that state park? Damn, I don't even know what it's called. So we gotta go look at that first. No, I'm uploading this whole damn thing. Kauai. Allen, Kauai Department of Land and State Wilderness Park, Waimea Canyon, Hawaii, Waimea. Octopi. I think it's this. Yeah, it is. Let's see. I'll get this out of here. Wasting my time. Oh no, man. Might not do that one. It's on the opposite side, isn't it? Alright. So, you know, we're gonna go to Google and it's gonna show us. God, I'm stupid. We're gonna go see the picture. I guess we got to see the picture before Google Earth. But oh God. I'm so hungry. There we go, baby. Alright. I made some of these, dude, at one point. And you know what? Mine could be up here by now. But I'd have to, I've posted mine a million times. I'd have to go look at it. Alright. Oahu visible from Kauai Airport, 90 miles. Oh, there we go. Look at that. From the airport even. Oh, God, it's the whole island. But no, we got better ones than that. I should have used a telescope. But we would never see it. That's the point, remember? From Kauai, seen from Kauai, videos. We would never see the video. The island. That's the entire island. And the better pictures, and you know more people are doing it now since I looked years ago. Look at that. See, look, it's so far away, the atmosphere is obstructing more of the furthest part of the island. So that's why you can't see forever anyway, because the atmosphere is too dense. At a certain point, it just falls out. But look at that. You can see the entire thing. There's nothing being obstructed at all. There's a flat surface of water all the way to it. Okay? Go there yourself and take a telescope to it. We don't care. But we need to find out where is that from? Oh, here we go. Taken from Wailua. Okay, there we go. Wailua River Overlook. That's the one I was talking about. See, these are overcast days, and you just can't see much, through that much at all. But we can see the whole entire island. That's everything, and it's supposed to be 500 feet below. Like the top of that is supposed to be 500 feet lower than the horizon. We shouldn't see that at all. Someone's going to say it's a mirage. It's awesome. I know it. And see, look, 200 elevation. See, I've already looked this shit up. Jesus. Come on, we do our homework around here. All right, I want to go see what Google Earth says, though. So, what was it called again? Scooby-Doo. Wailua River. Kauai. Wailua River. Waimea. fuck did I just do? Pecos Falls, Wailua. Well, we'll get to this. Ooh, there's a picture thingy there. What's that mean? You know, I'm getting just tired of this maps. I'm getting tired of that maps, dude. Okay, we're gonna go to Google Earth. Man, I need eggs right now. I'm so hungry. Boat ramp. Must be a big state park. And you know what? That's the Wailua River, isn't it? What is that thing? That's a road. That's a river. Looks like that's a river. Yeah. Where did it put us? Okay, Wailua Beach and River House. Wailua River, State Park and Boat Ramp. Wailua. So let's, if we're in Earth, we might have to do this 3D for a second. Photos, map style. Clean everything. Turn on 3D buildings, which should mean also terrain. Clean, no borders. Borders, labels, places. Oh, everything. Yeah, let's do everything. Yeah, man, dude. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. We're on. We're definitely getting somewhere. This is a little flat. Let's see what it would look like. I wonder if it would let us see Oahu from the what's that? Is that Oahu? Hold on. That's just water. There's Oahu out there, isn't it? What is that? Oh, it's the bottom of the ocean or something. Hold on. This is harder than I thought. Hold on. Okay, it's obviously, is that what it's supposed to be at? Or is it just... I think we're at ground level there. It won't let us do anything else. So, what's this out here? We have to go like 100 miles. But this is a ball model, so we're crawling over a ball. Okay, is this the island? Jesus. That's a huge island, dude. Couldn't see none of that. Hold on. Okay, that's big, dude. That's freaking big. Man, that's kind of worthless, dude. You're really not giving us much. Look at this ball. You can't even see it. I mean, we're scooting up now, even. Hilo. Jesus. You didn't even have to go that far. God, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna freaking do this, man. Where's our water, though? We don't really need it as long as we're on land looking at other land. So, this is almost the top. Can you get atmospheric haze out of there? Oh dear God. Oh God. I suck at Google Earth. You can't go any higher than that. Ridiculous, dude. We need to get to the state fucking park. Airport. So, oh yeah. Let's go to the airport. There was a picture of it from the airport. You could see it all. And they didn't use a damn... Oh, hell no. Oh, dear God, help me with this fucking app. You know, you can't, like, travel when you're freaking island helicopters. Does this not let you go down to sea level? Well, there's something off in the distance, but I'm not going to assume that it's the goddamn mountain. So, and I don't even know why I'm wasting time with this. Because it's a cartoon, and it's a ball. And it doesn't matter. The Pythagorean theorem. So we didn't get anywhere with that. I'm going to have to edit that out.